What's up? My name is Freed, and this is Freed's First Time Whiskey Reviews. And today we are checking out the Cotswolds English Single Malt Whiskey. But before that, I'm just your average fellow that likes to talk about whiskey and pair it with music. Now, if that sounds like something you would dig, please consider subscribing or give me a thumbs up. It helps a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance. Now, Cotswolds. This is the first English whiskey I think I've ever tried. And a few of my favorite whiskey tubers have checked it out as well. First Fill, Jeff Whiskey, and the like. And they're digging it. They're digging on it. And so I never really thought it would ever cross my path, considering being in China, it's very hit and miss, and it's impossible to even predict what's going to happen. So this was just a really happy thing for me to just have it come by through my whiskey group, and there it is, I pulled the trigger. Now this is the 2015 Odyssey Barley, out of obviously the Cotswold Distillery, which is in the Cotswolds of England, which is a bit northwest of London if you're looking at it on a map. It's 46% ABV, naturally presented, so that means no chill filtration and no artificial colors added. It was twice distilled in copper pot stills, and the name of those stills are Mary and Janice. In case you were curious, I would do the same thing. I name everything. Everything I own probably has a nickname, so I get it. What? No. I know, man, but I want to cooperate with you, but like your musical taste is horrible. No. You can't just pair everything with Crazy Town. They only have one song anyway. Okay, sorry, where was I? Okay, so all the barley is locally sourced, which is awesome, and it is aged in ex-bourbon and reconditioned red wine casks. So it says my tag. A lot of the information that I've been finding online has been just saying just refurbished casks, nothing really specific. It's doing the STR cask, which is shaved, toasted, and recharred. But this one specifically says refurbished or reconditioned, red wine. So that's pretty cool. And the age is pretty young. That's one of the major, some would consider a major drawback of it all. It's between 3 and 4 years old. You can just tell by connecting the dots on the label, which is a pretty cool label. I like the bottle in general. All right, so today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to give you my score and my musical pairing right off the bat. So if you want to, and you have this liquid, you could cue that track, push play, and just drink along with me and see if I am in the same wheelhouse as your musical taste, and see if I'm just good at this or full of shit. I'm expecting the latter. But cool, I'm going to get this in a glass while I can. Oh, and the song is Dire Straits' Lady Rider, 1979.
Just the way that her hair fell down around her face.
I'll get into more detail of that later. So go ahead, cue that track, I'll wait. And away we go. Now, the score, really quick, in case you're wondering whether I think this is good or not, I think I put it at a 39 out of 50, and I will break that down later. So, in case you are curious, quickly, 5 for the color, 15 for the nose, 15 for the palate, and 15 for the finish, for a grand total of 50, and I'll break down the specifics in a little bit. First, on the wheel. Getting like a malty, cereal-y, fruity syrup. Pretty rich, considering the age. Do you remember back in the day those scented markers you used to get when you were a kid, and they had like each color was a specific odor? I'm getting that too, and at the risk of sounding, unappealing, it's a bit of that fruity, chemically vibe, but I don't mean chemically in like an off-putting, offensive way. It's actually kind of nice. I think more maybe like an ethanol-y type fruit. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. Like a waxy fruit roll-up or fruit leather type vibe as well. Right on. I hit record, right? All right, well, let's try it on the palate. Hey, Gambay. Kind of like a slightly bitter black tea with fresh and dried fruit. Like tapioca pudding.
Pudding?
No, thank you, sir.
Lemon heads, and like other citrusy things. And I know I use this reference multiple times, but it rings true here. But those, and I'm probably aging myself, but remember those waxy soda bottles that had that colored just sugar water inside? That vibe is as well, with like a multi vibe pulling up the rear. It's all right. I dig it. Nothing overly complicated, but it does get a bit shifty from time to time. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. On the finish, I'd say it's about medium long, and with a little bit of sour apple that kind of quickly shifts into like a dry, mildly bitter, woody vibe as well. It's all right. I dig it. Like, I knew I was going to like it because the aforementioned whiskey tubers that did check it out, I feel as if we have a very similar palate. So if they kind of like it, I had a pretty decent idea that I would as well. Now, a specific breakdown of my notes, like I said before, or not my notes, but my score. But like I said before, I gave her 39 out of 50. Let me have a gander at my notes really quick. The color, I gave it a 5 out of 5. If it's naturally colored, it automatically gets the highest score. Nose, 12 out of 15. Palate, also 12 out of 15. And the finish, I gave it an 11 out of 15 for a grand total of 39. Worth a look, definitely. Like I said, this is the first English single malt I've ever had, and I like it. And I think if this thing were just a little bit older, maybe 8 to 10 years, oof, it'd be really good. Really good. Yeah. So, I mean, if you can get your hands on it, I think I paid $41 for it here in China. And I think in the States, it's about that. I don't even know. I haven't been there for so long. But, right on anyway. So, Lady Rider, did you listen to it? I'll put a link down there in the description so you can click on it and have a listen. And let me know what you think. I hope you like it. I think it's a great song, a perfect pairing for this whiskey. Martin Offler's guitar, it's so melodic and it goes all over the place, but it maintains this course. And it just works out perfectly. And while he's singing to you at the same time, it works out. It worked out so perfectly for me. And I hope it did for you as well. So, again, link to that song is down there in the description. And that is all I have for the Cotswolds English single. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please, again, consider subscribing. I would appreciate that. And yeah, right on. We'll see you on the next one.